So I'm curious for you, how are you guys leveraging technologies these days to get an advantage maybe over your competitors? So one of the things really quickly for you new investors is that these guys are the real deal. And as you can hear, there's actually a lot of work that goes into this, right? It's like, I was just on spring break in North Carolina and I took my kids to an emerald mine, right? And it's not like you just go out and chop into the mountain and all of a sudden you get an emerald, right? You gotta take the rock and the dirt and everything, you have to sift through it. And these guys are doing exactly that. And so I guess my question for you guys, and I love what you said, David, is because if you find a good deal, right? If you find the emerald, it's gonna pay you for life. And it's really getting that initial deal, and you guys are able to find these deals. So I'm curious for you, how are you guys leveraging technologies these days to get an advantage maybe over your competitors?
I was just going to touch on it. There's also a lot of the guys I know, they use a strategy. It's called driving for dollars. So they'll drive around through their neighborhoods, and there's software they can take a picture of a house, and it instantly pulls up the property records and who owns it, the square footage and stuff, and then they can send mailers out to the property owners. As a, it's a great way to do it. It's kind of like what he's saying, trying to work a certain area. And then I believe you can even track your routes doing that. But also a lot of people, when he's talking about skip tracing, you can use this software to download a list. You can say, okay, I want them to be an out-of-state owner, kind of like what they're talking about. Maybe they're over 55. You can pick all these parameters and you can get these lists. And then you start with that list using the skip trace. And then what they'll do, they might use something, I think it's Mojo, they make a triple line dialer. So it'll dial like 3 numbers at one time, and you can roll through so many more phone numbers than just picking up a phone, dialing one at a time. So those softwares make it a lot easier for the guys that are trying to do a lot of numbers.